downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerged from Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the Lions, they're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're under. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Deshaun Hand able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
The play fake. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, yeah, keeping Lamar Jackson hemmed in, I'd have to think would be at the top of the list of things you need to do to slow him down. But what else is on that list?
Let's just go back to what you just posed at the top, keeping him hemmed in. So you got to tell your rushers they've got to have that controlled aggressiveness so they can't get outside of them and create big plays outside of the pocket, yet they still have to be aggressive enough to go after him. The second part of it is make sure that when he's on the run, you find those receivers downfield because they find their way open and he's able to deliver.
Yeah, like he did just on that last play. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Seven yards there and a 1st down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal of 46 yards.
And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
To throw, Kaepernick. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And the snap comes at 1. Now Kaepernick. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Justin Houston just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. Well, now how about this return? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd down at 4. Now Kaepernick. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Ballantyne opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Kaepernick to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Williams will try again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Kaepernick.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Into the red zone now, Kaepernick looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Fighting him off. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
It's going to go for 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball. and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Justin Houston showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 5.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second and 10.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Kaepernick now to throw.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st down, Kaepernick.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Kaepernick.
Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
34 yards.
Here's Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 50. 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
To throw, Kaepernick. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, D-line, let's get it.
This is Swift on the counter. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So after a run like that, I would guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. Shedding the tackle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To throw, Kaepernick. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.